What is the Education Edge? The Education Edge is you. Your donations to the Edge provide financial support beyond the district's budget through grants for fine arts, athletics, and classroom mini grants.
Education Edge has really helped my classroom by buying the kiln, because a kiln isn't something that you can just go out and buy. It does cost thousands and thousands of dollars. The kiln also helped with the experience. They got to see firsthand how it starts as a powder turning into a liquid, and then once we put it into the kiln, how it takes all of the liquid out of it and created a cup or a plate. Education Edge really helped my middle school students get this experience, because I don't think they would have this opportunity in all schools, and I really appreciate that there's a program out there like this that can help them create an art piece that will last them a lifetime.
We have had issues with our scoreboards on our sports fields where they were kind of dated and they were having trouble, and I reached out to the Education Edge to help us with the funding to put a new scoreboard out at our soccer field and football field out there. With the funds used from Education Edge, that allowed us to purchase a new scoreboard, place it out there, and now every time I turn the on switch it comes on and it is yet to fail on us. It's been awesome. Our kids are enjoying it, our coaches are enjoying it, our fans are enjoying it because they actually know the score and how much time is left in games. And it also can be used in areas like the PE department if they want to run timers out there for PE and things like that. A scoreboard, first of all, they're not cheap. They're in the thousands of dollars just to purchase one, and then also there's a cost to have them installed. So the Education Edge, with the funds that they gave us, allowed us to actually undertake that process and use them funds to be able to follow through and put the scoreboard out on the field for our kids to use.
I'm going to be getting a set of Chromebooks for my classroom so I can start implementing Google Classroom. It's going to lend itself to really, I think, another level of collaboration that without the Chromebooks we're not really able to accomplish right now. And so my kids are going to start collaborating on essays, on editing essays in a way that they really weren't able to before. Practice submitting assignments electronically, because really once they leave high school, whether it's college or career, they're going to be expected to know how to use technology. So we're just going to start practicing some of those strategies so that they can be better prepared for the future. Something that I have realized in my few years of teaching is that when we provide students with the technology and the resources to be successful, they really reach another potential that maybe they hadn't been able to in previous years.
Education Edge mini grants funded 10 projects during the 2018 calendar year. The Edge supports innovative and replicable mini grant projects that support the district's multi-tier system of supports initiative. In addition to those grants, Koch Classroom mini grants funded 6 projects in 2018. Koch mini grants are limited to science, technology, engineering, and math, or business entrepreneurship classroom projects that are aligned with the district's MTSS initiative. Koch mini grants are funded by the Fred and Mary Koch Foundation.
The Koch grant is going to allow us to get our solar panels up on our roof as well as finish up our aquaponics system. We want to be able to get our plants going a little bit easier, especially with growing our starter plants before we transport them into the beds. And so with an aquaponics system that's able to filter out any of the waste from our fish that we plan to have in our pond, we plan to have tilapia and koi, we will be able to use the water that gets filtered through and pulls all the nutrients from the fish waste, and that's just really good stuff that helps the plants get started a lot easier. Just a lot of fun opportunities to get to work with green energy and see how much energy it creates, and being able to use all the power that's going to generate. We'll be able to, play radio, turn lights on in there and stuff, so I think it'll be a lot of fun.
In my classroom, we're going to use the Vex Robotics controllers in order to create student engagement. That way a kid can move their fingers on a remote control and see the robot happen right away. It is crucial that we have Vex Robotics controllers in order to compete at the state and local levels, and even nationally. We can record ourselves and post it on YouTube with a timer and be able to compete without even having to travel to another school. Without a grant, this could not happen here. We are limited on our funds, and they are used directly for certain projects. This grant is going to allow us to compete at the local and state level with other schools in our community and other schools outside of our community, within and without USD 259.
This is the 14th year that the Education Edge has helped Wichita Public Schools students and classrooms. The Edge has now distributed over $1.28 million for mini grants, fine arts, and athletics. Over 600 USD 259 employees and retirees, as well as several community donors, made one-time gifts or automatic payroll donations last year. And 100% of the donations to the Edge stay in the Wichita Public Schools. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Education Edge, for supporting our school and getting this kiln. We really appreciate it.
We do everything for the students. They don't really see us write the grants. They don't understand how much time it takes to make sure that everything is great for their classroom. But when they show up in here, we have a positive experience because we have the top of line materials because of the Koch and the Education Edge grants.